Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Jannavi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sohel.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ritesh. Good
Yes,
morning,
sir.
everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Students are joining. Today, weather is not very fine, no? It may rain.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it is raining, sir.
It
So
is
pleasant.
raining.
Is it raining there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is very
Yes,
dark
sir.
in my place. Anyway, so let us start today. Today we will see a few more topics of SQL only. So order by clause.
Sir,
Yes.
will you give us notes of IP?
I'll send you. I'll send you. I'll send you.
Okay, sir.
I'll send you in the WhatsApp group. So last day where we ended. Okay. So now I will start one new topic. It is not very new to you, but it is the very important part of class 12. So I think a little bit we had discussed in class 11 also. So you might be knowing this, but we must revise it again. To arrange the records in ascending or descending order, we use order by clause. So, order by clause by default, order by clause is ascending. Say select all from student order by city. So order by displays the records. Here all the records will be displayed on the basis of values of city field in ascending order. Means the values of city will be in ascending order and the corresponding of other fields will be also rearranged according to the values of the city. So it will display in ascending order, though we have not written anything ascending or descending. If you write if you write you may write ASC also. So it does not matter if you write ASC or not, it will display in ascending order. Similarly, in descending order, select all from student, order by city descending. This is an example. So all the records on the basis of values of city will be rearranged in descending order. Please remember, rearrange does not mean that the internal value, the arrangement of the values of the table will be rearranged. Only it is visible on the screen. That's why select always displays. It does not make any change in the arrangement of values in the table. So only the virtual values are visible on the screen. So order by field name, then ascending or descending. So um, next is, they say here is a command. This is for you. This is for you. Now you tell me what is it about? What does this command say? Anyone?
Sir, the R percentage was for the first character or something like that.
Not
Sir, I
something
don't
like
remember
it.
it
It is
exactly.
like that. It is like that. But what about the whole command?
So
Sir,
it will display the name, F name, and city from the table student, where name starts with the letter R and will order it in ascending order by class.
Exactly that. Exactly that. How does it work? I have underlined it here. First, it filters all the records. Filter out all the records whose first character of the name are R, is R. First character of the name is R. Those records first will be extracted, will be filtered out. Then values of these three fields will be arranged on the values of class definitely in ascending order. So
Sir,
record
sir, in the
values of
class,
these. Yes.
sir, in the previous class, you said that we need to use exclusively having for that particular command. Here, can we use having in place of where?
Having is
Having.
exclusively used only with group by.
So using having here will show us result.
Having condition instead of where is only used with group by clause.
Okay, sir.
Nowhere else. Only in group by clause. When you use group by clause,
Okay, sir.
if condition is required, instead of where we write having. Okay, and rest of the places, rest of the cases, only where.
Okay, sir.
Jyotishman, you came late. So order. So what is how the output? The values of these three fields, name, F name, city, will be displayed. How? Of those whose name starts with R and on the basis of the values of class in ascending order.
Sir, and what we had to do if we wanted to select the names which are having the third alphabet as R or second alphabet as R, put underscore or something like that, sir, right?
Not
Particularly.
I'm telling you. Last day I told you. Just a second. Underscore R.
Okay, sir. Got it.
So third character here. Sorry. Third character is R. Third character is R.
Okay, sir.
Second
Sir, and
character.
what if sir, and what if there are two names as if, sir, first name and the last name, and we wish to select those records in which the student's second alphabet of the title is R? Then, sir, is there any way to do that?
No, you have to find out. No. Using this, you cannot find. You cannot find.
So because putting underscores won't work because the first name may vary in length.
You don't know the position of that character, so underscore will not work.
Okay, sir.
Well, okay. So next is altering table. how to alter the table. Now, what is the meaning of altering table? Altering table works with the structural change. What do you mean by a structural change? Anyone? Anyone say?
So it alters the different fields and the layout of the table.
Anyone
Not
else?
particularly the
Anyone
records.
else? Anyone else?
Sir, as written, adding or subtracting or dropping columns and rows, maybe.
Not adding, subtracting. What do you mean by adding, subtracting?
Sir, I mean removing and adding columns and rows.
Intelligently said.
Editing.
Structural change means the any work on the frame of the table. In fact, the on field without data. When we work on data, we use the command update. When we use on the frame of the table, the layout of the table, as she told, then we use we apply alter. That is called structural change. Now see, to add a new column, structural change. This is the syntax: alter table, table name, add column, add a column name. So example is alter table student, add, this is the column name, address, followed by its data type. Alter table. So one very important thing is the keyword table. We must use keyword table while we alter. And we must use keyword table. Once before also we used apply keyword table. When? While you created the table. Create table, then table name. Here alter table, table name. Alter table, table name. Add field name.
This column which we are adding will get added at the last, sir. Is there any
at the last
option? Sir, is there any option that in between
yes,
yes, the column, if I wish?
There is. I'll come on that point. So this new field will be added at the last. Now, as you are asking me, you may place the table in a specific place, like this command, where I say name. So just next to the field name, a new field address will be inserted.
Okay, sir. Understood it.
So very simple. Or before name. At the left side. After right side and before left side. Left side of this address will come in the left side of the field name. Next to remove a column. Alter table student, drop column name. The column keyword must be there. While you remove a column, alter table, name of the table, drop removes a column, the name keyword column, then column name. So alter table student, drop column name. It removes the column, deletes the column. To change the data type, alter table student, modify column name followed by data type. Say it was 5,6. Now I am 5,2. Now I want to make 6,2. So I will write alter table name student modify column, name of the column with new data type. I mean, new size, not data type, size.
Sir, this alter table command is only used to update the data type of the particular column or name or any other.
Any kind of structural change, any kind of, I will come next also. Excluding the changes of data. While the question of change of data is concerned, we won't use alter, we use update.
Yes, sir.
On field related, table related changes are required, then alter only.
Okay, sir.
Say you want to make the name of the table change, you want to change the table name. Say existing table name is TAB1, you want to rename it by TAB2. So alter table TAB1, rename TAB2. Alter table TAB1, rename table 2. So TAB1 will be renamed by TAB2. So TAB1 will no longer existing. Similarly, if you want to change the column name, rename a column, alter table student, change, address is a column name, existing column name, you want to make the column name, new column name is ADDR. So what will you write? Alter table student, change address, this is the existing column name, space ADDR with followed by data type. The syntax is alter table name, change, present column name, new column name, data type. This is a syntax and this is the example. Alter table student, change, this was the new old column name, present column name, and this is the new column name. So column name and the data type. Now to delete a table, drop table name. So you are removing a table to sorry, to remove the table, delete the table permanently. So shall we stop today, or I will continue for the next topic? What do you say?
Stop, sir.
Huh? Samarth?
Yes, sir.
15 minutes. Don't want to study?
So you can continue.
We have a lot of time, sir.
Next 15. Okay, let us see one new topic. Union of two tables rather. What is union? Let us see first. Say A is a table, B is a table. When we run SQL commands on union. I'll come on that on the command first. Let us understand the concept. When we apply union command, when we fire union command, that by default there are few conditions for union command. When you are making union of two tables, the field names should be same, the order of the field names should be same, and corresponding data type of the field names also will be same. Then only union command works. Please remember the two tables should be identical. Two tables should be identical, then only union takes place. Means the column to column, all the data get merged. That's why order of the field name, data type of the field name, and name of the field name should be same.
one-to-one mapping.
Yes. So this is a graphically it is that it explains how it works. And one more thing, for common normal union, if there are repeated values, I will explain you. First, listen to me. Then how it works, I'll explain you. When if two columns have the same values, repeated values, then unique values will be displayed. I'll show you. Try to understand. If two tables, same column of the two tables having different values, only those different values will be displayed. It will be union. Okay. Repeated values will not be union. In union, repeated values does not work, does not take place. That means only the distinct values, if you remember the distinct clause, that distinct clause by default, distinct clause gets applied. So repeated values will not come. Graphically, if you see, there are two tables, one A and B. When they are getting merged, they are getting union. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say 1, 2, 3. Say 3 is common value. 3 is common value in both of the tables. So 3 is coming only once.
Sir, so A and B has to be from different table.
Different table. There are different tables.
Cannot be from the same table.
No. Not table.
Okay.
And just for example, I have taken two tables. One is say customer table, another is supplier table. Many records there. I have taken few records. Before we see each statement, union must have the same number of columns, must have similar data types, and must also be the same order. These are the conditions of union. And see, it is always the distinct values are taken. The syntax is select column names 1, 2, 3. As many column names as you want, you can take. Select column 1, column 2, column 2 like this from table 1. You may give condition, this is not necessary, optional. Select column A, column B, column C from table 1, where condition it is optional. Union, you may write union. By default it is distinct. Distinct is not required to write. If you write union, only the distinct values will be reflected. So distinct is silent.
What does this distinct?
Huh?
What does this distinct mean?
In last class I explained. Again I am telling you, distinct always removes the repeated values. For example, say select distinct
So this you had taught us in class 11, sir. I was asking why to write the distinct in union, sir. The union is defined to be distinct, sir. 1-1 mapping. So, sir, why do we need to even mention that, sir? Is there any other way of even printing the non-distinct values too?
There is another command. I will come after that. Non-distinct value means all the values you can also merge.
So, but that won't match with the definition of union.
That is another application of union. Different union. Simple union,
Okay, sir.
always distinct. That is union all. Another
Okay,
type of union, when all the values get merged. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So distinct removes the duplicate values, so that you know. So select another from table where condition. So table 1 and table 2 are getting union. Select field names from table 1 and select field names from table 2. So this is the syntax.
Sir,
Yes.
sir,
Okay.
sir, to select multiple fields, do they have to be separated by a comma?
Obviously, this is a simple command of SQL. Select field name, comma, field name, comma, field name, as you did earlier. Same select command. Okay. Always
So what
separated
is
by
that?
comma.
So what is that above thing? The columns must be of same order. What is that?
Say here is in one field name, one table name field is there, name and class. Another table also name, class are there, but class and name orders are different. Then it won't work. I mean, when you write the command select, the orders must be maintained. In first table, if you are taking class then class then name, in second after union in the second command, you have to write class then name from table 2. Getting me?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes. So say these are the two tables. These are the values, and many values are there. Only few values we have taken. Now the example. Select city from customer, union select city from supplier. Order by city, the data will be displayed in order. So this is optional, but they have written. So select city from. Time is running out. Oh, so
6 minutes left.
Okay. Customer table and supplier table. So these are the fields. City is also there. We are working only on city, not on the other fields. So select city from customer, union select city from supplier, order by city. So this order by for both. Now output is C. Only the distinct values will be coming. Only the distinct values will be coming. City's values will be distinct. Okay. Another is all, union all. So make it clear first. Select city from customer, union select city from supplier, order by city. That displays only the distinct values of the city. So by default it is distinct. Even we have not written distinct. So it is following this syntax. I think it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now another union all. Union all displays all the values. That's, for example, A and B, two tables. You are making union all. Then 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. So both three are coming here. This. How? Let us see the syntax and the result. So as union selects only the distinct values by default, so here allow the duplicate values for union all. So command is union union, then you write all. Now select city, country from customer, where country is Germany. This is a condition. It is not necessary, but they have used it. Select city, country from supplier, where country is this. Order by city. So output will be city and country. Is it? From these two tables. City and country will be the output. So just instead of nothing, writing nothing, or by silently distinct, we are writing all. We are writing all. So output will be this. So city, country will be repeatedly coming. So many data are repeatedly coming. See. Okay. This is union. So here you could end.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any question? Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yes, tell.
Hello.
Yes.
Suppose if we have deleted a table and we want to undo it, so is there any command that we can use it?
Can you speak a bit loudly? I could not hear you.
Sir, if we have deleted a table, suppose that we have deleted a table and we
Yes.
want to undo it, is there any command that we can use it?
You can get it back. You want to get it back.
Yeah, sir.
See, there are two commands. One is I told you there is a command to undo the previous exercises. How? Commit rollback. Do you remember? Commit.
No, sir.
If you
Not remembered.
no, I discussed earlier. Commit and rollback. There are two commands, very important commands of commit of SQL. Those are commit and rollback. Just on SQL prompt, you write commit. Commit means all the previous transactions, all the previous operations will be saved permanently. That means whatever performance you are doing, that is not permanently getting saved in the server, in the backend. Those are virtually taking place. When you are switching off the system, then it is getting saved permanently. And if you want to make it saved permanently, the commit command has to be written. COMMIT semicolon enter. And if you want to get it back, say by mistake, suddenly you remembered, by mistake I have removed it, I have deleted it, I have updated it. That should not be done. Then you write rollback, ROLLBACK, no space, single word. ROLLBACK, rollback. On SQL prompt, write rollback, semicolon, enter. So again, you will get all the operations back. Undone, undo. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I will send you. Immediately. I'm sending the syllabus. Rishi Ranjan, you had a special class today. Did not attend there. Rishi.
Yes. Sir, I was scheduled for say 11 o'clock and I didn't see the message.
Today, when you entered?
Sir, this timing, sir, 11:1.
11 o'clock. Okay, fine. The same thing I discussed with them. Okay, then see you. Meet you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, sir.